Why, hello there, Pencil Knights and Chub alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade, or Pen Warrior Academy. And today we welcome another proud warrior into our Pencil Knighthood. And that is Derpy333. And he has submitted his Pencil Knight submission, and he too is quite patient. I guess this is how it's gonna be from now on. But I'll try to be better. Alright, let's get right into the submission. So the first, we've got 3 characters here, a map, and some lore. So first we have Solnock, the native chief, aka Skeletor. Pronounce Solnock. Oh, I guess I got it right. His story on the island and before. From a very young age of 5, he has been chief of his village, being taught how to be a chief by only his father's advisors. He was named chief at 5 because his village was raided by explorers, killing his father and other tribal warriors and kidnapping his mother and other tribal women. Harsh. From the beginning of his father's death, it had been hard for him to lead, for he was never at the age of teaching, aka 8 years old, when his father was alive, and even then it would have taken him about 3 years to be the second chief. He is now 17, and if he had gone through the training and teachings, he would have had 6 years of normal leading under control, but was sent back 2 years, for he had to have, oh man, I can't keep up with all these years, had to have 7 years to figure out how to run the village, and now with 4 years of normal leading, he has made his village prosper and thrive, with new military advances, taking out every nearby village. So he's a warlord. His father died before he took the throne took the chieftainess, whatever. Alright, that's Skeletor. Cool. I love this picture. Got that spunk. Feather hat. Oh, neat. That's really neat. I like that. How come I can't zoom in? There we go. Look at that feather hat. Very stylish. Lenker, the explorer, aka Top Doggy. Oh, he's winking at you? Oh, that's cute. As an explorer, Lenkar went on many adventures, like crossing many seas and oceans, going to native lands and colonizing for his kingdom, the Icarian kingdom. One day he found an island and started to pillage it for gold, new plants, new resources, new animals, and anything to impress his king. He found 4 villages on the island and pillaged all of them, but only one he left was standing, since his king wanted all languages written down and studied. Luckily, all 4 villages spoke the same language as he predicted. Strangely, he saw when camping on the mountain, all the villages he raided were still intact and were just rebuilding. But he, being nice, said nothing to the knights who loved pillaging. So he's also a warlord, but not out of choice. He's more of an explorer, Lenker. But he's also pillaged 3 out of 4 village he completely destroyed, left standing. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this Lenkar guy. Is he a nice guy? Is he a mean guy? He was nice about not telling the villages that were intact. I mean, telling the knights about the villages that were intact. But at the same time, he took out 3 villages. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Arknen, the warmonger, aka legendary Hinox. Oh man, these guys aren't warmongers. This guy is gonna be bad news. Arknen has always loved his country, but thought it could always be better and stronger, so he decided to become a knight that helps the kingdom explorers. Arknen always exceeded in his classes and training. After beating his entire class in sparring match, he eventually caught the attention from the king, who made him a knight early, and put his first mission to go on a colonization run with the kingdom's top 2 explorers. Arknen loved this. He was so excited. He started killing anything and everything, and was not the same race. That was not the same race as his country's. Back in his mind, he knew how horrible of a person he was, and even been told he is a warmonger. He's always ignored them, and a racist warmonger, as always. But I guess that's normal. Actually, you know what? I guess the nature of war is always racist, because it's always. I mean, I guess it could be 2 races with different. I mean, it could be the same race fighting against each other. Most of the time, it's like one country fighting a different country, and they usually tend to be different races. I don't know if that's usual, but a lot of the times. And if you're of the race that is the conquering, the winners, then you get special treatment. So anyways, that's an interesting thing to consider. Warmonger, but had always ignored them, thinking that they could stop him from his country's success and himself. had held him back a bit, but always ignored it since it was determined and didn't care about what happens to others. The mindset is what made him a ruthless fighter in combat, and killing all the natives and tribes, even women and children, didn't affect him at all. He was truly evil. Legendary Hyenox, why? And Arknan. Shima, name of the island. Just island in Japanese. Okay, cool. So we've got some pillaged villages. This is probably a large thing. Looks like there's a wall here. There's a village there. That's neat, in the middle of the lake, in the middle of the forest. Nice. Shima's a land forgotten long ago with people on it that came over from the second ice age. This island is so old that even the oldest island is younger than Shima, with only 4 tribes constantly battling for power over the entire island, with the past having 40 tribes that all merged into 4 after so much war that has luckily not damaged the land much at all. Very cool. I really love the shape of this island. It feels very natural in this U-shaped mountain range with the lake in the middle. That makes sense. That's kind of cool. Alright, dude. Well, welcome to the ranks of knighthood. Ching ching. Is that the sound we make? I don't know. I don't think we have a sound for knighthood. But I'm glad to have you amongst our ranks. And until next time, everyone, peace, God bless, and stay fantastic.